Hello, I'm Haley with RTI Technologies, and I have some really important information to share with you. Even before we open the shipping container for the Arctic Pro RHS980, we need to review some critical information involving the proper use and handling of R134A refrigerant and proper AC service techniques. So, please pay full attention because you don't want to miss any of this.
R134A has been shown to be non-flammable at normal ambient temperature and atmospheric pressure. This applies to shop conditions with a temperature between 50 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit and an elevation of sea level to 6,000 feet. However, tests conducted under controlled conditions have shown when R134A is pressurized above atmospheric conditions and combined with air concentrations greater than 60% by volume, it can form combustible mixtures. Even though an ignition source would need to be introduced for combustion to occur, careful handling and caution must be exercised when working with R134A. Under no circumstances should any equipment be pressure tested or leak tested with air and R134A mixtures. Never use compressed air for leak detection in R134A systems. For proper startup and safe operation of the Arctic Pro RHS980 air conditioning service equipment, adhere to these practices. Never used a damaged unit. Check for shipping damage and place a claim with the carrier if damage is discovered during the unpacking process. Complete and return the RHS980 warranty card to activate lifetime technical support service and to activate your warranty coverage. This equipment should be operated by AC certified personnel only. The RHS980 should not be operated or serviced by any person who has not viewed the entire contents of this video and has not read the entire operation manual. Failure to comply with the instructions or any of the limitations identified in the material can result in serious injury and/or property damage. These instructions should not be interpreted to anticipate every possible contingency. It is the responsibility of the user to operate the RHS980 in accordance with all laws and specifications which may apply. AC service technician training and development is very important in today's modern shop. Let's take a look inside a not-so-typical but very effective training session with Andy Anderson, Technician Development Specialist.
Whoa! Whoa! Here's the rules, and that's the game. Read your operator's manual. Whoa! Follow the rules and you won't feel the pain!
The Arctic Pro is designed to recover, recycle, and charge R134A only. Take extreme precaution to ensure that other refrigerants, including refrigerant blends, are not recovered into your unit. A refrigerant identifier is recommended for evaluating refrigerant in the vehicle AC system to be serviced. Recovering other refrigerants will contaminate the R134A refrigerant in the charged cylinder and could void the warranty. Avoid breathing refrigerant or lubricant vapor. Exposure can irritate eyes, nose, and throat. Ventilate the work area immediately if accidental system discharge occurs. Wear safety glasses and protective gloves when handling R134A. Refrigerant has a very low boiling point and can cause frostbite. Follow the RHS980 operating procedures in the sequence presented to avoid prematurely disconnecting hoses or opening valves which may release refrigerant to the atmosphere. Do not expose the Arctic Pro AC service machine to moisture or operate in wet areas. Use the RHS980 in locations with ventilation that provides at least 4 complete air changes per hour. Replacement service hoses must be constructed of the proper materials and with equal lengths as originally supplied with the machine. Hoses must have shutoff devices at the connection point to the vehicle AC system to minimize the introduction of air into the unit and to prevent the release of refrigerant to the atmosphere when being disconnected. Connect a power cord in the rear of the RHS980 into a 120-volt, 20-amp minimum power source. RTI Technologies does not recommend the use of extension cords to power the RHS980. However, if absolutely necessary, a minimum length, 3-wire grounded, 14-gauge or larger extension cord in good condition may be used. Do not use a drop cord light for the power source due to insufficient amperage. Disconnect power before performing any maintenance or service on the RHS980. Sealants and leak stop chemicals are being injected into vehicle AC systems today. These may cause serious damage to the RHS980 if they are present in the refrigerant being recovered. Detection devices are now readily available to check for the presence of these chemicals and are highly recommended to protect the RHS980. Damage caused by the presence of these types of chemicals found in the RHS980 could void its warranty. Please contact RTI Technologies for more information about how to detect refrigerant blends and leak sealers.
Well, what did you learn other than not to make Anvil Anderson mad? Two of the most important things I remember about this chapter are: 1, make sure you complete your warranty card and mail it to RTI Technologies, and 2, when in doubt, read the manual. 9 times out of 10, when we receive calls for operational help from the field, the answer is right here in the RHS980 Operations Manual. Now, please join me for the meat and potatoes. Chapter 3, Setup and First-Time Use.